In the heart of the wilderness, where life and survival dance a delicate, often brutal, ballet, an ordinary day for a herd of cattle took a terrifying turn. One of their own, a gentle, unsuspecting cow, found itself in the deadly embrace of one of nature's most formidable predators, a massive python. This wasn't just a struggle, it was a life-or-death battle against a constrictor of epic proportions. The scene was pure chaos. The cow, completely overpowered, lowed in distress, its calls for help echoing through the otherwise tranquil landscape. Its herd, a mix of fear and confusion, could only watch from a distance, powerless against the serpentine giant. The python, a masterpiece of muscle and instinct, was relentless. With each passing moment, its coils tightened, a slow, crushing force intent on its prize. The cow's breaths became shallower, its struggles weaker. It seemed like a tragic, inevitable end was just moments away. But just when all hope seemed lost, a different kind of presence emerged from the tree line. A group of brave villagers, alerted by the commotion, arrived on the scene. They were not professional wildlife handlers, but they were armed with something far more powerful, an unshakable courage and a deep-seated respect for every life in their community, whether human or animal. Seeing the desperate situation, they knew they couldn't just stand by. They had to act, and they had to act fast. Without a moment's hesitation, the rescue mission began. This was no simple task. The python was a behemoth, its sheer size and power demanding both caution and strength. The goal wasn't to harm the magnificent creature, but to distract it, to break its intense focus on its prey. Another group of men moved in closer, their eyes locked on the python's head. Controlling the head is key in any snake encounter, and this was a challenge of immense proportions. The snake, agitated by the prodding at its tail, began to shift. It was a tense, dangerous dance. The air was thick with tension. The cow, still trapped, was weakening rapidly. The python, now aware of the human interference, became even more defensive, its powerful body writhing. A few of the villagers grabbed hold of the snake's midsection, attempting to use their combined strength to start uncoiling it. It was like trying to bend a steel cable. The snake's muscles were incredibly powerful, resisting their efforts with raw primal force. It was a risky move, but a brilliant one. A snake's vision is a key part of its predatory instinct. By covering its eyes, they hoped to confuse it, to disorient it long enough to gain control. The move worked. The snake thrashed wildly, its coils momentarily loosening as its sensory world was thrown into disarray. Pulling and heaving together, they began to painstakingly unravel the snake from the cow's body. It was an exhausting, back-breaking process. Coil by massive coil. They worked, their hands raw, their muscles screaming in protest. The python fought back, its immense strength a constant threat, but the rescuers' determination was unwavering. Finally, with one last coordinated pull, they freed the cow. The poor animal, exhausted and traumatized, stumbled to its feet, gasping for air. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated relief. The villagers quickly guided it away from the danger zone, back towards the safety of its herd, who greeted it with a chorus of relieved lowing D. The cow had some minor injuries and was clearly shaken, but it was alive. Against all odds, it had been saved from a certain grisly fate. But the job wasn't over. The python, though disoriented and thwarted, was still a magnificent and powerful animal. The villagers understood that it was not a monster, but a predator acting on instinct. Their goal was never to harm it, only to intervene. Watching the python disappear into the undergrowth, the villagers could finally catch their breath. They were covered in sweat and dirt, but on their faces were smiles of triumph and relief. They hadn't just saved a cow, they had demonstrated the incredible power of compassion and collective action. They were heroes, not for fame or reward, but because when they saw a life in peril, they chose to step in, to risk their own safety for the sake of another being. This incredible rescue is a powerful reminder that courage and empathy can bridge the gap between humans and the natural world. It shows us that even in the face of nature's raw power, a little bit of human kindness can make all the difference. These villagers are an inspiration to us all. Thank you so much for watching this incredible story unfold. If you were moved by this act of bravery, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories from around the world. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and keep spreading kindness.